Hey guys, so just a few words before I get into it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. If you need a personal reading from me, you can email me. The email is in the description box below, but it's just queenenergytarot@gmail.com. If you would like to donate to my channel, Cash App is queenenergy34. Also, if you like the jewelry in this video, check out my grandmother's page on Facebook. It's I'm gonna put it in the description box. All this information is going to be in the description box below, but it's perfectly handmade, but not perfectly made. No two pieces are exactly alike, but as you can see, they are beautiful. Very talented. Also, for customized shirts, as you can see, I got my little Queen Energy Tarot shirt. You can email me, shirts by MazzeratiBeatz. They are on Instagram, but you can email me as well, and I can, get you the hookup. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Here we go. Water signs, gang, water signs. So guys, I meditated before we spirit team. But I meditated on the energies before y'all got some messages, but we're gonna get to the tarot in a second. I meditated on the energies, and when I connected to water sign energy, I had some messages come through. The first message I got was transformation. And it's crazy because I got that twice. Because I'm going to tell you all the messages that I got in the exact order. First one was transformation. So some kind of transformation is going to happen within this next week. I also heard heart chakra. So a lot of you are dealing with things that may have hurt you, or maybe you're dealing with things that come when it comes to like love and relationships and like family and just things like that deal with your heart, like opening your heart. It could also mean that you need to open your heart chakra and deal with the things that you're still holding on to, and maybe that's what's going to bring about the transformation. I also heard inner child healing. So a lot of you may have went through things as a child, and you don't realize that you're still holding on to it. But I feel like it's time for you to deal with that. It's time for you to open your heart chakra. It's time for you to deal with the things that you're still holding on to so you can move forward in this transformation. I also heard with that inner child healing that when you deal with that and you learn what you need to learn from what you went through, you can use that to teach your kids how to deal with their emotions and how to deal with things that may hurt them. So it's kind of like passing it along, like breaking generational curses in a way. Like, you've dealt with things in your past, so by you dealing with them and healing from them, you won't continue to cycle onto your own kids if you have them, or if you plan on having them. But with that being said, that's when transformation came up again. So those are the clairaudient messages that I got. And yes, I found out that I'm clairaudient. Scared me a little. Well, it didn't scare me, but it got me because I didn't know necessarily, I guess, what that was. But now I understand it. And yeah, those were the messages that I got. So let's get some messages from these for my water signs. What can you tell me for my water signs? Let's see. Messages for my water signs. Okay. What flipped? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Here we go. How do come cards flip over? Alright, so you got Focus Man. Find out more about it. And Chase the Money. So, I feel like a lot of you need to focus and not, so when this says chase the money, I'm not saying not to chase the money, but don't use that as a distraction, because I feel like you need to focus on something and you need to find out something more about it. So maybe you need to find out more about what's holding you back from chasing the money, or maybe you need to find out more about, because I said you had something dealing with your heart chakra, so maybe you need to find out more about what's really going on inside your heart, and maybe it's time to deal with it. So let's see what the tarot has to say, and we'll go from there. And now we're about to inner child healing, going back to the past, dealing with past emotions. Yeah, well, let's get started on the tarot. Let's see. Messages for my water signs. Alright. High Priestess fell out right off the bat. A lot of you are getting new information, or you're about to get some new information about things, maybe clarity on things that you didn't realize affected you until now. Some of you might be getting some messages that help to transform you. Okay, all right. You have the Lover's card and the Two of Wands in reverse. So I feel like some of you are going to, or you're about to get clarity on what's holding you back. This goes back to what I was saying about your heart chakra. So maybe you have a decision to make and you're not moving forward with it because something is still holding you back, and you have to decide to deal with that in order to be able to move forward. Any of those? Y'all have King of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. So some of you may be back and forth trying to decide if you want to move on. I said Capricorn energy. I meant earth sign energy, but some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn. Nonetheless, I feel like some of you are trying to decide when it comes to being able to open up and to move forward, but you're being held back by, y'all don't want to laugh, well maybe not, but you know what I mean. So as I'm talking about inner child healing, my kids just busted my door. Inner child healing. But what I was trying to say was, so I feel like something is going to be brought to light for you when you do this inner child healing, and how it's affecting you in your present, and possibly affecting you in your future if you don't do the inner child healing. But I feel like a lot of you are trying to decide between your heart and your mind. I feel like some of you are trying to figure out, like you're trying to move forward and build this stability and build this foundation of what life is supposed to look like, what success is supposed to look like for you. But you don't realize that something is holding you back from getting to that next level. but it's time for a transformation. It's time for you to deal with whatever it is that you're still holding on to. Your heart chakra. It's time to open it up, and it's time to explore and figure out what's really holding you back so you can get to that next level. All right. 5 of Swords. So I feel like that there's a lot of confrontation and there's a lot of arguments and back and forth possibly in the situation that you're in, and you might not be able to see, like, because I see people walking away from you. So maybe this is dealing with friends. Oh, okay. Everything wants to interrupt my video. But maybe like I see people walking away in this 5 of Swords, and this person is left here to pick up the pieces. So I feel like maybe you always feel like people are walking away from you, or people are giving up on you, and maybe there's situations where there's a lot of arguments and a lot of back and forth and a lot of misunderstandings. But I feel like you're going to find out, you're going to have a new way of looking at things. Like, this transformation that's about to happen may be a transformation of how you see things and how you view things. And it got the hang on. You're stuck. Like, maybe you're trying to figure out how to get to the next level, but you have to stay still and sit with yourself and do the work to heal, so you're able to move forward and grow and do what's best for you. Is there any other messages for my water signs? Messages for my water signs. 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of you feel like you're good by yourself, and that may be very well true, but I feel like a lot of you have this independence factor because you've been let down so much in the past, and it's time to deal with that. It's time to deal with these old ways that aren't beneficial to you, so you can move forward and prosper and be able to do what's best for you. And I feel like it's something that you already know. So I feel like you know that you need to do this work, but maybe you've been avoiding it, but it's time to do it. Is that it? Yeah, I feel okay. Y'all want another deck? Here we go. So I feel like it's time to do that inner child healing. The inner healing period. But I feel like some of you may have a lot of stuff that you dealt with in your past that you didn't heal from, and it's time to heal, because if you don't, you're going to keep dealing with this. There go the children again. Mother's job is never done. I would do these next time when they go to bed, even though they should be in bed, but we just came from a party, so we ain't just come, but you know what I mean. You had something to say to my water signs. Okay. Some of you might be coming up on a new opportunity. Or maybe, if you decide to do this inner child healing, a new solid foundation, you'll have a new understanding of things in your life. And you might have a new understanding of value and what it means to the Lovers in reverse. What it means to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you'll attract people that love you too. And they'll love you for who you are, not what they can use you for. Is that okay? Guess that's it. You have the Chariot in reverse. Page of Swords. 3 of Pentacles. I feel like it's time for y'all to be still. Like, I feel like maybe y'all been distracting yourself by trying to be around other people, trying to keep your, yourself busy with little tasks and, collaborations and things like that. But I feel like it's time for you to be still. It's time for you to deal with what you need to deal with. And I feel like it's that inner child healing, or just that inner healing in general. But with these three together, I just feel like it's time for you to get rid of distractions. It's time for you to get rid of just being in crowds and being around people. Like, this is the time for you to be by yourself, and it's a time for you to focus on what you need to heal so you can move forward. I'm going to get some advice cards. Advice cards for my water signs. Advice cards for my water signs. These cards, okay, there's one. I got this in all of my readings so far. Deeper punishment. It's time for y'all to be still, rest, retreat, pull back from people, and deal with what you need to deal with. It's time to deal with your shit. Can't run from it. Gotta deal with it. If you don't deal with it, you're going to keep going through the same stuff you're going through. Same demon, different person. Or same demon, different situation. Alright, I'll just take these two because they actually flipped over. You have Warrior Woman / Man for the men watching. Have you answered your Diva's calling? So maybe you have already been, and I said this was something that you probably already knew you had to do, but maybe you've been avoiding it. But you're being called to do it. You're being called to deal with your mess, align your life. What is not aligned? What needs to change? It's time to do it. Kids calling.